Hey guys, I am going to do the corrections or the video that'll help you with your homework here. And so first of all, we need to put these in y equals mx plus b form. So let's do that now. So for this first graph, we have 2x. I'm going to use a pen so you can see better. 2x minus 3y equals 15. And so let's convert that to y equals mx plus b. So, this is for number 1. I'm going to move the x, and that gives me negative 3y equals 15 minus 2x. Now I need to get rid of this negative 3, so I'm going to divide everything by negative 3. And this gives me y equals negative 5. A negative divided by a negative turns into a positive 2/3 x. So now I have one of my equations into slope-intercept form. Now let's do the second one. I have x plus 2y equals 4. I'm going to move the x, and I have 2y equals 4 minus x. I'm going to divide everything by 2. That goes away. I have y equals 2 minus, remember there's an imaginary 1 here, 1 over 2x. Now we can graph these. So let's put them like this so you can see them. You know your y-intercept on this equation is negative 5. So let's put that point on here. And we know our slope is 2 over 3. So I'm going to rise up 2, and I'm going to go over 3. There's my point. I'm going to rise up 2, 1, 2. I'm going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3. There's another point. I'm going to rise up 2, 1, 2. I'm going to go over 3, 1, 2, 3. That should be enough, okay? So now we have our line. Or pretty much good enough, okay? Now let's do the second one. We know the y-intercept on this equation is 2. So I'm going to put a 2 here. X is 0, y is 2. So that is our y-intercept. Our slope is negative 1/2. So we know the line is going down. So we're going to go down 1 over 2. There's a point. And we're going to go down 1 over 2. There's another point. Down 1 and over 2. And I can see that I've already found my intersect. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to draw the line. I'm going to connect them. And I can see that my point of intersection is right here. And that is when x is negative 6 and y is negative 1. That is doing it by hand. Let's do it with the calculator. Okay, so you're going to hit y equals. You have to do this by hand. You have to convert these to y equals. So we have negative 5 plus 2 divided by 3x. Hit enter. And then we have 2 minus 1 divided by 2x. You're going to hit second. You're going to hit trace. You're going to go to number 5 for intersect. And here come your lines. Okay, you're going to hit enter, enter, enter. And you know your intersection is at 6. Oh, I put negative 6. I'm sorry, it's 6, positive 6. We went over 6. X is 6, y is negative 1. Okay, we did it. Let's do another question. Number 2. The first equation in a system of linear equations is shown on the graph below. So it's this line. If the second equation has a slope of negative 1/2 and passes through the point negative 1 and 9, what is the solution to the system of linear equations? Well, we're going to graph that. They gave us a point, So I'm going to go to x is -1 and y is 9. So that would be up here. And then I know my slope is negative, so it's going to be coming down. And we're going to go down 1 over 2. So we're going to go down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. And I now know my system of equation solution is right there. And you can draw it if you want, or not, or stop, or whatever. And we know the solution is x is 5 and y is 6. Okay? And since we know the y-intercept, we can write this equation that they gave us. We know the slope is -1/2. It went through this point, and I can't see an exact, let's see. It went down 1 over 2. So it crosses at the 8. So we know our y-intercept is +8, +8. And then the line that they gave us, this one is y equals, let's see, y equals, it crosses at 2. And if I have 2 points on the line, so we know this is a point, and we know that's a point. So if we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, if we rise 4, and we run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we now have our other equation. So we can put it in the calculator as so. We can hit y equals, we can put -1 divided by 2 plus 8. Enter. Whoops. Let me go back up. -1 divided by 2x. I didn't put the x's on here. Plus 8. Enter. And then we have 4 divided by 5x plus 2. Hit second. Trace. 5. Here they come. Hit enter, enter, enter. Well, I guess maybe the y-intercept here might be 8.5. Let's see. Y equals, let's put that in. .5. And hit second trace 5. Here they come. Enter, enter, enter. Yeah, it was 8.5. So we know x is 5 and y is 6. So we can fix that on here. And so this one was harder to do by hand. I mean, harder to do on the calculator. By hand, we got the answer correct. This one up here was easier to do on the calculator, but you can do them either way. When the solution to the system of linear equations shown below is graphed, how many solutions will the system have? Well, first we have to put them in y equals mx plus b form. So let's do that now. So here's number 3, and we have 3x plus 2y equals -4. So we're going to move the x, and that's going to give us 2y equals -4 minus 3x. We need to divide everything by 2, and that gives us y equals -2 minus 3 over 2x. The other one is 2x plus y equals 1. Minus 2x on that side, minus 2x on this side. We get y equals 1 minus 2x. And now we can see what we're going to get. fix all these papers everywhere. So let's graph this one first. We know the y-intercept is -2. And we know this is a negative slope. So I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go over 2, 1, 2. I'm going to go down 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go over 2. Okay, so that's my first line. The next one, we know that the y-intercept is at 1, and this is also a negative slope. So we're going to go down 2, 1, 2, over 1. We're going to go down 2, 1, 2, over 1. And we're going to go down 2, over 1. And we're going to go down 2, over 1. And we're going to go down 2, over 1. And then down 2, over 1. I'm not sure what's happening here. Is it going to cross? Let's just use the calculator on this one because it's getting too messy. So y equals, and we already converted these, so we're going to put in -2. Well, let me just delete that. I'm going to put in -2 minus 3 divided by 2x. I'm going to hit enter. 1 minus 2x. Delete that. I'm going to hit second, calculate, 5. See, it's getting very close like what we were doing. And it looks like the inner. Okay, so we would have went all the way down to -11, and we almost got it. So x is 6. Here it is. So if we would have just continued. So x is 6, and y is -11. We almost got there. If we had graph paper, it would be better than this. Okay, so we figured out that. Let's look at number 4. It says the graph below represents the first of 2 equations in a system of linear equations. If the graph of the second equation in the system passes through points 3 and -1 and -6 and 5, identify the solution. Okay, so we have 3 and -1. There's 1 point. And then we have -6 and a 5. And here's the other point. So -6 and 5. So let's see if they go, let's see if we can see if it crosses. And it looks pretty good. Looks like it crosses maybe right here. Well, it definitely crosses. I'm just unsure of the points. So let's see what the points are. So for this first one we have, I'm going to just put this in stat edit. I know I have 0 and 6. And I know I have 4 and 0. So I'm going to hit stat, enter, 0, enter, 4, enter, tab over. I'm going to put 6, enter, and 0, enter. Stat, tab 4, and I see my slope for this first one is negative 1.5x plus 6. And then my second one, they gave me the points, so I'm going to put those in stat edit. Just don't seem to have enough room here. So I'm going to hit stat, enter. I'm going to put in 3 and negative 6, tab. And I'm going to put in negative 1 and 5. Stat, tab 4, enter all the way down. And I can see this is even crazier. So negative, I think this is negative 2/3 plus 1. So now I can put these in y equals. So negative 1.5 plus 6, enter. Then I have negative 2 divided by 3 plus 1. I'm going to hit enter. Then I'm going to hit second trace 5. Huh? Oh, that's the first curve. That didn't even go right. So let's see. Y equals, second quit, y equals, I didn't put my x's again. X plus 6, enter, and then over here I need to put my x plus 1. There. Sorry about that. Second trace 5. There we go. Now we can see for sure what that point is. Enter, enter, enter. Okay, and we can see this point is x is 6 and y is negative 3. If at all possible, use the calculator, because even on this, you're not going to draw it perfectly. So I'm trying to help you with doing it by hand, but let's just knock this out doing it with the calculator. The line shown on the graph below is one equation in a system of linear equations. If the system of linear equations yields infinite solutions, which equation could be the second equation in the system? Okay, so let's see. First, we need to figure out what is this equation. We see that it is y equals, and it has a 6. And then let's see if we can find another exact point. Here's one. So I'm going to rise 2, and I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's positive. So it's 2 over 5x plus 6. Okay, so let's put these in the calculator. So we're looking for a line that is, we know if the slope is the exact opposite, it's going to be perpendicular, and we're not looking for a perpendicular line. So this probably is not it. So let's go to the next one. So I'm going to hit y equals. I'm going to clear this out. And I'm going to put 5. First, I'm going to put in our line. I'm going to put in 2 divided by 5, x plus 6. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to clear that out. Now I'm going to put this answer. 5 divided by 2, x plus 4. And now I'm just going to hit graph. There's one line. There's the other line. So we know it's not B, because we're looking for one that's on top of the other. We're looking for one line. So I'm going to hit y equals. I'm going to go down to the second one. I'm going to put this answer in. Negative 2 divided by 5, x plus 4. I'm going to hit graph, because I'm just looking for the graph. That doesn't work. Let's look at this last one. Y equals, and I'm going to put 2 divided by 5, x plus 4. and delete that. And I'm going to hit graph. There's one line. And those are parallel lines. I guess I got it mixed up. Must be this top one. So y equals, I'm going to go down here, -5 divided by 2, x plus 4. Graph. And yeah, that's perpendicular, so that's not it. I'm not sure. We're looking for we found perpendicular. We found, let me put in B again. Y equals, we have 2/5 x plus 6, so let's put in 5 divided by 2 x plus 4 and hit graph. And that's definitely not it. Let's try this one. Y equals, I'm pretty sure none of these are going to work, but let's give this one more time. -2 divided by 5x plus 4. Oh my gosh. I put the y-intercept as 6, it's 4. There we go. Good grief. Well, we absolutely know which one this is going to be because this is up 2 over 5, 2 over 5x plus 4. So, I'm so sorry. It is so late. Our answer is D. It's the same equation. Which of the following systems of linear equations would show two lines with one point of intersection when graphed? Well, we need to figure this out. First, I'm going to do this one because it's already done for us in y equal form. So hit y equals. Let's go back up and over here, clear that, and hit -x plus 3. Hit enter, clear this, and we're going to hit x minus 3. And we're going to hit graph. Well, yeah, let's just hit graph. We don't need to know what the point is. So. Okay, there's one point. That looks great. I like that one. Let's look at this one. All we have to do is add 5 and add 2. And we can put this in y equals. Y equals, and we're going to put 3 divided by 4, parenthesis, x minus 4, close it, plus 5. Enter. And we have 3 divided by 4, x, parenthesis, x minus 3, close it, plus 2. Graph. And those are parallel, so those don't work. This one, well, this has one point of intersection, and I'm just going to stay with it. So we're just going to say that it's H. because I am about beat. Let's try this last one here. It says, which graph can be used to find the solution to the system of equations below? So we have this one in y equals mx plus b. We just need to do this one. So we have 4x minus 5y equals 20. I'm going to move the x. And that gives me negative 5y equals 20 minus 4x. I'm going to divide by negative 5. And that's going to give me y equals negative 4 plus 4 over 5x. So now we have both of them. So hit y equals, and we're going to hit, quickly we can see that this y-intercept's negative 4. There's a negative 4. This y-intercept is 1. And nope, nope, nope. We know it's a. Let's check. Y equals, let's clear that, and we have y equals negative 1 divided by 5x plus 1, enter, and then we have negative 4 plus 4 divided by 5x. Graph. Looks good. That is the only one that it could be. Our answer is A. That'll do it for today's assignment. Please take off 5 points for what you missed and be easy on yourselves. That'll do it, guys. Thank you for watching.